towards the end of the week. At the moment we have quite cold north to northwesterly winds blowing down across most of us, and by Friday the chart may be fairly similar, if anything perhaps worse, with stronger winds, but there is a big question mark, as you see here, because that area of low pressure may well be further east, and the real blast of cold weather could go over Scandinavia and Eastern Europe. But this is the way things are possibly going to shape up, in that we have rather cold weather across us at the moment. It does get a little less cold around the middle of the week, and then later in the week that blue air, that really cold air, begins to flood down from the Arctic. But obviously that's something we'll keep you informed on later on. As for today, we have a fair number of showers around western and northern coasts, as you see there on the radar, and many of them across northern Scotland, down the east coast of England, are of a wintry character. Central and eastern areas, though, should miss those showers and stay fine and dry, but there is a strong wind. It's a strong north to northwesterly wind. In fact, that is reaching gale force along this eastern coast, and that means to say, although temperatures won't be too bad, with the winds up to about 30 miles an hour, as you see here, and around about 5 or 6 degrees as the best temperature, but of course when you add on the wind, it's going to feel as if it was well below freezing in many places. Now, those wintry showers are going to continue along that eastern coast, I think, throughout the evening and into the night. And across Northern Ireland and western and northern Scotland, you'll have rather more in the way of outbreaks of rain, perhaps sleet in places, creeping in from the west as the night goes on. Those areas then should hold just about above freezing, but there'll be a widespread, fairly sharp frost in the more central and eastern parts, and with that strong wind, it could well be a little bit of a penetrating frost as well. By tomorrow, we're going to find a weakish front trying to sort of claw its way in from the west. It will give fairly cloudy conditions, I think, across Scotland, Northern Ireland, the northwest of England and Wales. Little bits of rain and drizzle scattered around, even some sleet or snow over the hills and in eastern Scotland. Still some wintry showers in the southeastern corner of the country, but for the rest of England and most of Wales too, it should be a dry and bright day, but still a quite cold one. High pressure on the scene on Tuesday, but that front is still there, so it will continue to give a little bit of rain, I think, in northwestern parts, southeastern half of the country after early frost, generally dry and quite bright. A more active front, though, showing up on Wednesday, bringing some heavier bursts of rain down across most parts of the country, although that will fizzle as it approaches the south, and there'll be a bright start again with some frost over southeastern areas, and then once that front's gone by, then you're going to find some quite cold, windy weather again with wintry showers. And then we come to that big question mark. It does look as if an area of low pressure is going to whistle across the country during Thursday, bringing us a spell of quite wet and windy weather, and again some sleet or snow over those northern hills. And once it's passed, then there's every chance, as I said at the beginning, that it could well pull in this cold weather from the north. If it happens, then over northern and eastern areas especially, we could end up with a fair amount of snow, but there is a but.